Women health, is it gaslighted? Is it a part of women health that we are being gaslighted about, that we are not yet informed?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
A lot of medical gaslighting regarding women's health, especially, I've had situation where women have gone to see doctors and then because they have fibroid and then like, oh, if you had given birth, it will have read it. Because there's no research that is actually backing that up.
Hello guys, my name is Lady Faith. I'm your host for the Vera Global Women podcast, and today I have with me.
My name is Precious. Hello everyone. I work as patient experience manager at MedServLute Cancer Center. Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
It's so nice to have you, Precious.
Thank
so
you.
What do you do?
I work at MedServLute Cancer Center, the patient experience manager. So basically managing patient journey through their coming into the center, their treatment until they leave.
What kind of treatment?
So we offer chemotherapy, brachytherapy, radiotherapy currently, and we are the largest cancer center in Africa.
Oh, okay. Maybe I not know you. So quickly, I know you have you have background. You had a master's in public health.
Yes.
And have you been able to use the certificate now as a public health specialist?
So it has helped me in speaking with patients, especially when they are finding it difficult to navigate the treatment, to pick. There's a lot of myths surrounding chemotherapy, that it kills, or a lot of times they feel like, oh, I have cancer, is a death sentence. No, it is not. So we've had somebody that survived cancer for over 15 years and is still alive. She's even in our Nigeria Cancer Society championing the awareness and all of that. So my public health has helped me to champion more awareness, to see it from the patient's struggle, actually, to know how well to now push it out, especially cervical cancer. I'll give you awareness on how important HPV vaccine is, and ensuring that I'm currently actually running a research on why women, our mothers, are finding it difficult to actually take up the HPV vaccine. A lot of them have this understanding that it will make their children, promiscuous and all of that, because it is advisable that children, girls actually, but we can include boys because we get it from them, but the major focus is on girls. So between the ages of 9 to 15 to take the HPV vaccine, and it's currently at every public hospitals, primary health care, and it's subsidized right now. So it's very advisable.
Yeah, and I think HPV vaccine should be part of when we're having sex education.
Yes,
it should be one of the things we should champion it.
Actually.
So how do you think poor sex education has affected women's decision long-term health?
It has affected several ways. I'm one of the people it has affected because, growing up, we are part of the people where sex is always shying away,
Yeah.
So in this our generation, I can count the number of women that actually got sexual education.
Yeah, sure.
Do you understand? So it makes it difficult for women to now make informed decision about their health, how to protect themselves, because you need to have safe sex. But when you don't even have information about this sex, how do you then have safe sex? How do you know that you're supposed to you can use protection to avoid unwanted pregnancy, so that we are not having unsafe abortion? Abortion is not regularized in this country.
Yeah.
So, and that's what makes young girls nowadays, because they are too scared to tell their parent that they're pregnant, and they don't have the understanding. They will not go to the appropriate personnel to give them that, and then they now have unsafe abortions. I still saw a tweet like 2 days ago about a young lady who died due to unsafe abortion. All these things can be avoided if we had proper sex education, because you'll be informed about to avoid pregnancy you can use condom. There are other types of protection that you can use, implant and all of that. And I feel like they believe that giving you that sexual education will make you promiscuous, you make you not expose yourself. Oh yes, I can do it since I know that I'll be protected from HIV or STDs and all of that, or unwanted pregnancy. Oh, I have the knowledge, so I'll go and do it. No, but even without it, they will still do it. Yeah. So it's better to let them be safe and give them that information. And be friends to your girl. girl child. Be friends with them. So like, let them be able to be free to talk to you actually about their health and everything, about everything going on with them. When I had my first period, I just saw blood. I didn't know what to expect. You know?
I think all of us are like that.
Yeah, exactly. And most women or most young ladies now do just think period is supposed to come monthly. No, there's a cycle. It's supposed to be between 27 days to 35 days. Do you understand? And somebody's like, okay, I'm seeing my period monthly, so fine. No, it's not fine. Some you are seeing it period monthly does not mean is regular and all of that.
True,
exactly. So all of these things will just help us to make informed decision.
Yeah. So you said you're a medical client experience manager. So during your experience as a manager, women health, is it gaslighted? Is it a part of women health that we are being gaslighted about, that we are not yet informed?
Yes, actually. Okay. A lot of medical gaslighting regarding women's health, especially, I've had situations where women have gone to see doctors and then because they have fibroid and then like, oh, if you had given birth, it will have bleeding, because there's no research that is actually backing that up. So how do you, so are you telling young ladies of 19 to start going and giving birth to avoid fibroid? No, there's actually no even medical research to back that up. So I don't know where that is coming from and why some doctors are saying that it is gaslighting. Do you understand? And other part of it is the period cramps that everybody, most of us experience. Some people do not experience it, and it will be funny to you to know that some women are actually part of people gaslighting us because they do not feel these cramps. They tell men that we are overreacting. Those of us that feel it, they tell us we are overreacting. And then there are some times that women, some of these cramps, pain are actually not normal. So when it gets extreme, it can be because of endometriosis. So you need to get checked. Do not normalize pain. Yes, please do not normalize pain. So everything you're feeling, please speak. If you feel like you're being gaslighted by a male doctor, you can see a female gynecologist. They are all over Nigeria.
Yeah, thank you. So you talk about the way we women normalize pains. What are some dangerous things women normalize because they think, oh, it's just part of us being a woman? Like women will believe, oh, the menstrual cycle pain is just part of it.
It's part of us.
This is just part of it. So what are the things medically that you think women normalize these days and it's not supposed to be?
Yes, one of it is the period one that I said, the cramps. So it's okay to have, few pains and there,
Mild
which you
one.
cannot take, yes. But when it's getting serious, you need to see the doctor because it could be endometriosis. So you need to pick it up immediately. It could be cervical cancer, especially if you're seeing little bleeding and you're seeing pain. So, and the importance of going to see the doctor is to pick it up early. Early diagnosis leads to increase of survival, rates.
Yeah.
So that means that they will pick it up early, they will treat you earlier, so you have chances of surviving. So it's late diagnosis that lead to all this, death, mortality that we're talking about. So yes, it is, you need to speak to the doctor. And also is postpartum depression. A lot of people those days, I think people are beginning to open their eyes to it and see it now that there's something called postpartum depression. Those days they see it as village people, quote unquote, or it's my village people that is doing me, It feels weird and women are scared to say that I just gave birth and I do not like my child. So it's weird because you start having weird thoughts. You feel like you should throw your child away or just throw him on add something or just do something harmful to the child. Then you start feeling weird because it doesn't make sense to you. How are you a mother thinking of that? Yeah, so it is not normal, but do not be ashamed to talk to a doctor about it. There's something we can do about it. There are drugs, medication to walk you through it and everything.
Thank you so much. We know faith, culture, and medical. Sometimes there's conflict between our faith, our culture, and medical. So how do we balance that as a woman?
Okay, so I'm a Christian myself, but I understand the point of coming from faith angle, and I believe in God. Yes, we all do, but God will not come down himself to do some of these things. That is why we have to also do plus medical one. So if you combine faith with medical, then you have your testimony. So I know God work wonders, God does miracles, yes, but he will do it through somebody. He will do it through a pathway. So it can be through medical, it can be through in case you're looking for a child, it can be through IVF. That IVF being successful is a miracle. There are a lot of women doing IVF that is not successful. It's not successful. Yes, that they have wasted a lot of money. So, and there are a lot of PCOS women now giving birth. It's a miracle because they are combining their faith, they are praying and combining with medical advice, medical guidance, medical treatments. So it is very important that we know where to draw the line between blindly following faith and then combining with medical advice. And especially some women that now go to traditional means to give birth. Or I want to have home birth, or my mother-in-law promised that I'm going to deliver naturally, I'm not going to use CS. So they stay at home, and then we've had situation where some women are now being brought to the hospital late, and then we are losing them. At this point, Nigeria is currently the highest maternal mortality rate.
Wow.
Yes, in Africa. So it should not be so. We should not be losing mothers currently to childbirth. It should not happen. And that's because they are, over focusing on the faith, on the cultural aspect. I want to give her like the Hebrew women. No, they did not do CS. No, I will not. Do you understand? And there's these myths, I don't know where they got it from, that babies born through vaginal birth, they are more smarter than babies born through CS. I don't know where that originated from, but that's not true. They will not write it on your forehead that, you were giving birth via CS. Do you understand? Yes. So, and all these I promised my mother-in-law will give birth naturally. I don't think it's necessary. The most important thing is that you are alive. You have given birth. It is a testimony. The means in which it was done is totally not necessary. Yes.
Thank you so much for your input. I know you've had encounter with different women where you are working around you and all. How do you think women are handling emotions with hormonal imbalance right now? We have different ideas, different knowledge about hormonal imbalance. So what is your own opinion about it? How is women running it? And what is your general advice for women struggling through hormonal imbalance?
Yes, so I think we are beginning to have more awareness on hormonal imbalance. It was very low before. So from last year, there was a lot, and I was previously working at the alternative medicine clinic, where we were handling a lot of these issues. So I think coming out on time is very important. Early diagnosis, like I've said. So because we had a patient like that the first time she saw her period was when she was 19, and that was the only time, and she didn't talk, she didn't see anybody, she didn't go to a doctor until she was 30, and then she came to us. So me, like, okay, she just felt like, now I'm ready to get married, so let me now go. You've not seen your period for over 11 years, almost your entire life, and you're quiet about it. So I'm happy that there's awareness now on hormonal imbalance, and another thing I want us to do away with is that it is my fault. Me with the hormonal. No, it is not your fault. It's not something you've done wrong. It is not your fault. It's just something, women, our bodies, our genes, they just, react and do things themselves
that
sometimes. So because right now there's no particular fixated cause that causes hormonal imbalance. It just happens. So it is not your fault. It's not the fact that, because I've seen a lot of things that say it's because we're using skincare, it's because we're using pizza, it's because you're eating pizza, or because you're eating a lot of, no. Although those eating pizza and junks are not healthy lifestyle, but it can be a contributory factor. But it's not the fact that, because I use skincare or because I use perfume. No, there are a lot of people using perfume and are fine. So it's not that, but it is, let's do away with shame. So it's shame that is making women not to come outside on time, not to go to the doctor to see them, to get diagnosed. My period is not regular. Am I a woman? that's something like they used to just judge or used to measurement of a woman, that you are doing menstruation. Because the only way men see us is if you are capable of giving birth. That's when you are a woman. And then when you are not struggling to do that, because with hormonal imbalance means you're not having your period regularly, ovulating regularly, which means delayed fertility, and then you're now questioning your importance in life, questioning if, am I really a woman and all of that. No, it does not define you. And yes, we've had people with PCOS that are giving birth. We have testimony. It's not a death sentence, and it's not your fault. So please, let's do away with shame. That is what I'm advising women. Do away with shame. If you're experiencing any symptoms, please see your doctor. We've had ways of managing it. So please, and do away with stress. So increased cortisol level leads to increased hormonal imbalance. So do away with stress, see your doctor, and please follow whatever instructions they are giving to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. It's such an honor to have you here.
Thank you.
Hello guys. So thank you. My name is Lady Faith, and thank you for watching today's episode. I love you. Clock it.